Sunrise Mission is brought to you by Detective Coating, Hardcore Off-Road, and TomBob Outdoors. It's mid-December. We winterized our trailer, but are anxious to keep exploring. It's unseasonably warm for this time of year. Typically, the snow arrives by the end of November. However, we've had a few days of temperatures in the mid-50s and decided to take the Jeep and explore some new areas today. We found some abandoned logging trails and were eager to follow them. This area had been clear-cut more than 30 years ago, and the trails were becoming overgrown. Subscribing helps. It lets YouTube know that you want to see more of our content. If you would like to see more, please help us out. Hit subscribe. Arriving at the end of one of the logging roads, we were hungry and decided to prepare a simple brunch. Few things are better than an egg sandwich for breakfast in the great outdoors. After packing up, we continued to explore the back roads. We received news over the radio that an F1 tornado had touched down nearby. We wondered if we would be able to reach the area from where we were. Well, we were certainly going to try. As soon as we reached the top of the next ridge, it became evident that the news was correct. The previously dry roads changed to rivers of mud filled with large pools of water. As soon as we topped the second ridge, nearly every hole had turned to mud, but we continued. We hoped that we would be able to descend into the valley where the tornado had landed. Successfully descending into the valley became a bit questionable, but we found a narrow trail leading down toward the river and went for it. The trees began to close in on the trail, and water filled every depression, but we knew we weren't far away. A mangled tree blocked our way, so we hooked up the winch and pulled it aside. A couple more smaller trees were quickly dealt with, and we were soon back on the trail, approaching the river. The tornado traveled right up the valley, bouncing from one side of the river to the other over the span of a few miles. This explained why the trails were saturated. Most of the smaller trees were snapped off about halfway up, while the larger trees were completely toppled over. Some of the trees were as much as 2 feet in diameter. Mother Nature certainly knows how to let loose and lay a path of destruction. Maybe she will provide some snow for our next adventure. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. The bell notification will let you know when our next episode drops. We appreciate your thumbs up. You can connect with us on all the major social media platforms. We will put the link in the description. It's the journey that matters. Keep exploring and catch a sunrise.